What is up, Florida Coast social media recruiting assistant team? This is Andrew Evans, the division manager for the Florida Coast Heat division, coming at you guys here. Most likely you are watching this video during your initial SMRA training. And if you haven't met me yet, you will meet me eventually soon. And although I am not involved too much with our actual SMRA program or the day-to-day shift management, I am really excited to meet any of our top SMRAs that get invited to our SMRA development meeting. Usually takes place on Tuesdays from 5 to 6 p.m. on the weeks that we have it. I only run a couple of these every single year. So if you get an opportunity to get invited to this event, man, you're going to have a really awesome summer. But I want to take a quick second to, number one, just introduce myself. You're probably most likely working with our divisional recruiting manager right now, who, if you do have the opportunity to work with Alyssa or whoever you might be working with at this current moment, you're really working with truly one of the best of the best. There's a lot of people inside our division. In fact, we'll have over, close to a couple thousand people just working in our company inside of our division in Florida just this summer alone. And, to have this person and this individual selected to oversee our entire SMRA program, which I'll talk to you about today, is really one of the most important programs that we run inside of our organization. Really, really is important. And it also speaks a lot to that person's ability and their success. I know our current SMRA manager, Alyssa Subla, is doing a phenomenal job. And I just want to start off by saying, number one, I want to thank you ahead of time for just being really engaged today in training, bringing your A game, bringing the most of the training. And you play a really vital role in our organization. So I want to thank you ahead of time for just the role that you're going to play inside of our office, inside of our team, and inside of our company. So it's important to kick off by welcoming you all to our Vector Marketing team. But I also want to give you some insight into exactly what the position is, how we work, how we operate, so that when you're posting, things up on triple threats or social media posts, or when you're sending out direct messages, or whether you're even, speaking to applicants on the phone and scheduling them for prospective interviews, you have some confidence about the position, about it, and you also know about what opportunities might be available and up for grabs for you for this upcoming summer as well. So a couple quick things that we'll do to get things kicked off. I'll first start off by just telling you what we're known for. And what we're really known for, we're known for a lot of things, but there's two things that we're most known for. The first thing that, we as a company, Vector Marketing, is most known for, number one, is the product that we sell, which is called Cutco Cutlery, the world's finest cutlery. Cutco stands for Kitchen Utensil Company. So we make and manufacture some of, if not the best, highest quality products when it comes to anything for the kitchen in America. Everything is handmade, hand designed. It's all made in America, all American made products. We've been in business since 1949. And we sell over 280 on the low end to $300+ million worth of stuff every single year. Our most popular products are knives, but we have cookware, potware, our pots and pans. We have flatware. Really anything that's high quality, nice for the kitchen, we probably make it. All of our products, by the way, guaranteed forever. So they have something called a forever guarantee, which is beyond a lifetime. So our customers are taken care of really, really well. If they ever have anything that breaks, damages, goes dull, company will send them back a brand new one completely for free, replace it for free. It is a forever guarantee. And that's why if anyone that cooks, if you have a grandparent, mom, dad, best friends, parents that own Cutco, we're in one in every 8 homes in America, nationwide. They'll tell you that it's the best of the best. There's not much that really else compares or even competes with Cutco in its market. In fact, we beat our nearest best competitors by about $180 million each and every single year just in America alone. So that's one thing that we're really known for. The second thing that we're even more so known for than really our great product is our student development program. And this is what we're really known for. And this is why we've been featured on DECA as a DECA Company of the Year. We've been featured by USA Today as the number 12 company in North America to work for. Not number 12 company for students, but just number 12 company, period, up there with Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, some of the other great companies in our country today, Delta Airlines, and a few others. Vector was ranked number 12 based off of our Glassdoor ratings in USA Today. We've been featured in Business Insider, comparably is a really cool and popular rating company that rates categories and just different attributes of companies. It's very rare that a company gets, one of these, let alone, 9 or 10 or 14 that we won last year. So, and I just show you this because I want to give you just a little bit of a taste of what our company is about. And the reality is that there's a little bit of something here for everybody. Vector Marketing is the #1 college recruiting company in North America. If you did not know that already, we work with more students. We recruit more students than any other organization in North America, in Florida. Okay. And I can just speak to this. So as someone that oversees our operations in the city, in the state of Florida, we are the #1 student employer in Florida. There's not a single company that works with as many students as we do in Florida. And that's a big deal. That means a lot because we work with students and young people in a time of their lives where they really could use it the most. And so, whether you're all about women empowerment, whether you're about executive leadership, whether you're about, work-life balance, culture, making a lot of money at a young age, whatever it is that you're excited about, there's something here for you. And I just want to share that so you guys can have some pride in the opportunity that we are offering people. Our division is called the Florida Coast Heat Division. I'll tell you what, no matter where you are in the division, whether you're in a branch office, you're in a district office, no matter where you work, what manager you work with, there's one kind of mantra, mission, and motto that everyone is really trying to accomplish in our organization. And that's this right here. It's creating and developing 5-star recruits, creating and developing 5-star college graduates. And we want to create people that are highly sought after upon college graduation, that have the resume, the skill sets, the confidence to be able to go out there and gain more jobs. You think about, for some of you all, I'm sure, if your managers did a good job of hiring you all, there's probably a lot of you that have been, top performing athletes or, scholastically high performing in school. And if you think about someone in high school that's a 3 or 4-star athlete, what that means is that they're really damn good and they're probably going to get a chance to go play some, at some schools or get a scholarship. They're better than most. Okay. But they're going to go out to events and they're going to compete, and the coaches will go out there and scout and choose the best. 5-star recruits, though, 5-star recruits don't go out there and compete. Who competes? The coaches. The coaches compete to get the 5-star recruits because they're highly sought after. And that's the experience that we want to provide for our students out of college, is that, they don't go out on job interviews and cross their fingers and hope they get the job. They go out on job interviews and they interview the companies because the companies already want them. Or the med school programs or the graduate school programs, whatever it might be. So that really is our goal, is to create 5-star college graduates. And we do that, through really anchoring through the anchors, the experience that we provide, the leadership direction, the resume development, the confidence that we give people. And there's 4 core pillars and anchors of the Florida Coast Heat Division. And this is something I would write down in my notes. If I'm taking notes for today, I'd write down these 4 things, because no matter where you go, these are going to be important. It doesn't matter if you're a sales rep, doesn't matter if you're a manager, doesn't matter if you're a social media recruiting assistant. Every role in our organization is expected to abide by these standards. The first one is having a high performance mindset. It means thinking big. Second one is energetic leadership. Leadership is not a title. It is not a role. Leadership is a question of who is actually leading the energy in the room, who's showing up who's showing up the right way. It doesn't matter who the captain of the team is. It matters the person who's actually leading the team. And you make a choice every time you hop on a Zoom call, no matter what you're doing, whether you are going to be influenced by the environment around you or whether you're going to influence the environment around you. ACE Weekly, all that means is, and there's a podcast called ACE Weekly that you can check out with a lot more insight and intel on that one. But it's all about being consistent. How do you become the ace in your life? I'm going to talk about this a little bit later today as we talk about what it means to be an A player. And then finally, true professionalism, really just, making sure that you're showing up here. Yes, on time. Yes, dressed well. Yes, professionalism with the way that you conduct yourself. But keep in mind that, again, this is an opportunity and vehicle for people to seriously develop themselves. And the first impression of the company that they're going to have is always from our SMRA team. 9 out of 10 times, the first impression that somebody has is coming from our SMRA team. So it's really important that they're carrying themselves in a truly, professional way. And what I'll echo to you all is this, I want you to feel convicted in the opportunity that we have. I want you to be able to feel proud and understand the opportunity that you are offering to people because of what you are doing. And I also want you guys to have some confidence and some conviction in the opportunity, not just because you're going to give it to others, But because the vast majority of you all, when it comes to our sales role, I mean, I'd say about 85 to 90% of all of our SMRAs transition into that role at one point or another, so it's also good for y'all to have just a little bit more awareness on what's up for grabs and what is exactly that we do, not just because you're going to be promoting it and sharing with others, but, maybe even some of this will apply to yourself for one day, or maybe one day coming up here pretty soon. So I'm going to walk you all through something called the steps of the vector opportunity. This is something that I would take, a few minutes to put down your notes. And I'm just going to walk you through a couple of things that are up for grabs with our company. The first being TLA, which stands for the Leadership Academy. Anytime that someone wants to advance or grow and develop in our company, the first step is always getting to our leadership training program. And if you go to Nike, if you go to Google, if you go to Microsoft, all these companies have a leadership training program. That doesn't really make us too special. What makes us special is that we're the number 1 college recruiting company in the nation, is that our leadership training program is curated for students during a time in their lives where they need it the most. What separates us is that a lot of our people haven't even applied for their first, full-time jobs or careers out of college. And when they're getting that type of level of leadership experience earlier on in their lives, it affects a greater trajectory for the rest of their lives. And that's our TLA. So when other people want to get developed into our career sales path, into more of a sales role, if they want to get developed into more of a management or leadership role, or if they're going on to be a 5-star graduate somewhere else, the first step is really to become or get inducted into our Leadership Academy. We teach people to become the best versions of themselves, the best version of yourself, BVOY. And that's where we teach people how to manage money, how to manage time, how to manage energy, how to manage other people, and most importantly, how to manage yourself. The first position or title that someone can get, in our office or organization after being just a sales rep on our team is becoming a team builder. And a team builder is someone that, is learning how to build their business through social media. They're learning how to create clientele bases and use social media, Instagram, TikTok, other platforms to create more awareness for their actual business. We have students all the time that will take this information and use it and implement it to other companies or organizations that they go on to, or take it to really skyrocket their sales. And this is just an example of one young lady that is being taught how to use social media for different types of recruiting activities or for building up her own personal clientele base as well. Typically, we'll use Snapchat and Instagram for recruiting. We use Facebook for more of the clientele base generating, because that's where most of our customers are. Most of them are moms, the people that we're actually selling to on a weekly basis. Dirty 30, that's when someone hits 10K in sales. And that's when they really start to get into some exciting commission opportunities. So this is just how much someone might sell typically on a weekly basis, anywhere from, $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000. It's pretty standard, a common. And what's exciting is in the red, these are actually different income opportunities of how much they would receive depending on what career sales they're at. Off of just, those sales. So it really gets exciting once people get into the comma paycheck range. And we have lots of people in our office and all across the division every single week that are earning 1, 2, 3, 5K, even sometimes 10K checks. That's 10 with a comma in front of it, just in one weekly paycheck for the summertime, which I think could be really, really exciting for a lot of people if money is something that they're motivated by. Key staff is another opportunity for our people to get developed. And really the next opportunity is becoming an assistant manager intern, which is somebody that, is getting real management experience. And they're getting a chance to learn from other people. They're getting a chance to watch our managers actually do their craft. They're the first in line for TLA interviews. They're the first selected to become paid assistant manager roles. And that's one opportunity that we can always tell you more about if you get invited to one of our SMRA SLDMs. And by the way, if advancement, as I'm talking to you about some of this stuff, if any of this stuff sounds exciting, definitely talk to your manager and let them know so they can potentially get you an invite into that meeting, because I'll probably go into all this stuff in a lot more detail in that actual meeting. Becoming a branch manager. This is, by the way, I'll just tell you right now, this is our flagship opportunity that we have inside of Cutco. This is the premier work opportunity inside of Cutco for our SMRAs or for our sales reps. All of them typically aspire to potentially have the opportunity to become a branch manager one day. This is someone that will take the opportunity to run a 3 to 4 month internship operation in a respective city or market where they'll, typically leave school and go out and open up their own office operation. So they'll hire their own SMRA team. They'll recruit their sales representatives. They'll train them. They'll develop them and work with their sales team throughout the summer. They'll run every aspect of their business get their office lease, and and then eventually close it down at the end of the summer. So it's a really powerful experience and opportunity where people make really, really good money doing it. You can just talk to any of the branch managers if they tell you how much they make. And it's a really, really cool opportunity because they get a chance to develop themselves at a really, really crucial time. And I'll tell you guys right now, like, if anyone asks me, there's nothing, in my opinion, that you can do as an 18 to 24-year-old to impact your first 5 to 10 years at a post-college graduation outside of running a branch office with Cutco. And so that's a really cool opportunity. This is a photo of one of my buddies, Luke Maseko, that ended up becoming a branch manager, going from a sales rep to assistant manager of branch. This is a really exciting one because this is actually a triple threat, which I don't know if we've done them yet in training, but later on in training today, you'll post your first few advertisements. And it's funny because this is a video of Chloe Corey. This is actually her. She posted that video in SMRA training. So in the exact training that you're sitting in right now. Okay. And she was just first advertising for the job as a social media recruiting assistant. She later became an a sales rep in the office, really started making a lot more money than she was making as an SMRA. Then eventually she became an SMRA manager, an assistant manager. Fast forward literally in 1 year from when she started the SMRA role. Today, she is a branch manager running our Panama City Beach office. And Chloe, you can see there with her office set up. And just 1 year ago today, she was just starting this job. And now fast forward a year later, she is the proud owner of her own business and operation for the summertime, and is really learning a valuable skill set. The question I always ask people is really, what's better? Graduating and working for 30, 40, 50 years to make, 6 figures, which when I was in college, when I went to Florida State, that is, oftentimes the number. People talk about, all right, I want to make 100K out of college. I want to make 6 figures, which is great, and a lot of people will eventually get there if they work their way. And you could do that. Or what if, you worked for 2 to 3 years while you were in college, while you're in school, to help you gain the skills that will help you become a lot more marketable and allow you to make a lot more money in the actual future here. So question for you is, what's better? And that's really the experience that branch manager affords our people is the experience of this. And so, as you go throughout training today, and maybe it's even as you're watching this video right now, you might have a light bulb moment, a moment where you have some more clarity or some more confidence. And I'd love you to write that down and share with our SMRA divisional manager or your immediate manager, just what's coming through for you, what's getting you excited, what gives you some confidence, what's giving you some clarity. And for those of you all that are excited about this opportunity or want to come to an SMRA SLPM, we'll tell you more about this. And we have a lot of students like Chloe, like Luke, like a lot of other students, Mason Linker, Alyssa, even originally when she started in our program, that are doing a program called Cutco Through College. And that's for people that decide and say, you know what, at least during my time period and tenure while I'm in college, I'm going to just use this vehicle, Vector Marketing, Cutco, as the opportunity for me to, develop the skills the way I want to develop them, develop my resume, and make the type of money that I want to make throughout my collegiate years. It's called our Cutco Through College program. And, a typical Cutco Through College track looks like someone selling or earning their spot their first summer. And I will tell you all, by the way, if you are excited about advancement, it could not be better that you started off in the SMRA role, because it really gives you a fast track to some of these advancement opportunities. I'll just tell you right now, and Alyssa will tell you, and your manager will, we just treat our SMRAs a little bit differently than sales reps. We're a lot more selective. Sometimes we give shots, to sales reps. We don't give shots to SMRAs. We are selective of the people that we want to recruit and we want to take on to this role. So you should feel good about that and just know that you are on the fast track if you want the opportunity. And if you want to just keep working 6 to 10 hours a week, really part-time, making some money from Instagram on your phone, you can do that too. This is a typical Cutco collegiate track, and we're looking to build and develop 5-star college graduates. So just remember this: when you're on social media, when you're talking to an applicant on the phone, when you're posting up an advertisement, I really want to just remind you of what kind of opportunity that you provide to people. And this is important because, there was a time period in my life where I heard about this job because I was recommended to the job by someone I hadn't talked to in a really long time. And, not only would my life be a lot different, but there are, literally thousands of people that I have impacted over the past, 5 to 10 years, that their lives would be a lot different if I would have never gotten this call. And you never know what kind of difference you could be making in someone's life and how you could be impacting them in a time where they need it the most. And, I also want you to just know your own Cutco Through College opportunity is that, a lot of this stuff that I shared about, that experience, that advancement, TLA, okay, of just becoming a better version of yourself and getting serious growth training is something that could be exciting for you. You have those opportunities in front of you here as an SMRA. So it's probably not going to be applicable to everybody, but we do have some really exciting post-college opportunities as either a Cutco sales professional, as a district manager. Our CSPs sell Cutco full-time professionally as a career. So they'll work with mortgage lenders, real estate personnel, builders, construction owners, like anyone that owns and operates a business, and they'll give them custom closing gifts. We also do fairs and shows. We have all sorts of different programs for our career sales professionals. And, these people have a lot of autonomy. They have a really, really flexible job. Most of them are making six figures or more. And, the reality is that a lot of them are working very, very flexible. It's not uncommon for some of them to take a month or 2 or 3 off in the middle of the year. They really work whenever they want. So if you like autonomy, if you like flexibility, if you like personal selling, this is a really cool experience and opportunity. And then district manager, this is a really exciting opportunity. Obviously I'm biased. I became a district manager, but this is Vector's career position. So we have branch managers that run a summer internship operation. And then we have district managers that run a full year-round Cutco office and operation out of their respective city or market. And we have an amazing district manager team. If you like to mentor, if you like to coach, if you like to lead other people, this is the equivalent of being a teacher or like being not necessarily a psychologist, but being a coach, being a teacher. You just get paid a lot more. That's a kind of a joke I always have with people. It's like being a very high paid teacher because we're working with students where I would write down mentorship, big income and lifestyle. And there's some cool other perks like, they have Rolexes and they give, every district manager, you get a BMW just for being a district manager after your first year. So there's some cool perks outside of that. And most of you all, these are not really applying to you right now. You're still in school. You got a couple years left, but maybe something to consider beyond college graduation, or maybe if you're on the track of like, hey, the whole virtual COVID school thing is not for you anymore. Maybe this is something that catches your eye, and feel free to talk to your immediate manager if that is something that interests you. What I want to wrap up with though is that we are looking for A players inside of our division. We are looking for leaders. We are looking for the aces, if you will, and we are looking for people that are really going to make a statement and lead the way and show what it means to be a part of the Florida Coast division. So, if you're one of those individuals, like I said, you can take this job very relaxed part-time. That's one of the cool parts about it. It's such a fun job, honestly. If you like Instagram, if you like TikTok, if you like Snap, if you just like social media, you're going to crush this job. It's going to be a very, very easy job for you to find a lot of success and have a lot of fun in. And if you're excited about opportunities bigger and beyond, then there's a lot of those out there for you. But most importantly, I hope that you're excited to give other people those opportunities because, it might seem something that's simple. You're just making a, social media post or sending out some DMs, but you really are also impacting people in a very, very significant way. And it won't be every single person. There's gonna be a lot of people that aren't interested or, we won't accept, or it's not gonna quite work out, but you have the opportunity to impact people in a really significant way this upcoming summer. So I just wanna say again, we're excited to have you on the team. I'm looking to see who will be at the meeting that I'll be running up here coming soon. I'm looking to see who's going to be a player, who's going to step up, who's going to lead the way. And at the end of this video, I'd like you to take a couple seconds, whether you are training with our divisional SMRA manager or you're training with your own respective manager, but take a quick second to just jot down real quickly in your notes. What are your light bulbs from this? What's giving you some more confidence? What's giving you some more clarity? What was confusing that now seems a little bit more clear? And what's getting you excited? Was there something in that message that stood out to you that got you excited? And take a couple seconds to jot that down and then share it and reflect it with your immediate manager. Again, my name is Andrew Evans. I'm the division manager for the Florida Coast Heat Division, and I look forward to meeting you at our next event.